Welcome to a random episode from Blades, completely impromptu. I'm so excited, I wanted to try this out. So this might just be the test intro, don't worry about it. Main, let's have a look, what can we do? We've set everything up now. In properties. Yeah, AmberSL source. Okay, so we've got access to everything. That's fine. We know what our dependencies are. We're happy chappies. Or happy girlies, depending on your sex, obviously. Happy people. That's the one I was looking for. Ah, grief. Now, how do we do it? How do we test? This isn't what I left you with, is it? I put something else in here. Dev area. Oh, I remember now. I can at least add it in, couldn't I? So there's our dev area back. It's alright, I wiped the files before I started this. Yeah, all I'm going to do is open a window. Simple as. I don't really want to do anything fancy. You never know though. So it's what? Display. /window 3D.h. There we go. That's all I want to pop in there. If the red squiggly will go away, green squiggly will go away. It won't with that. Pally. Play. There you go. Thank you. Now I have debated this next line and I'm going to do it. So it's going to be using namespace Amber. Doing this to make life easier on the tester rather than anything else, because otherwise it starts getting a bit, well, too many namespaces. That large namespace was just to protect our library from things like IOStream being used and the normal C libraries and C++ libraries. C++ library is just the word. A C library has a .h at the end. Notice I've put a .h at the end because we use C. That's the only reason. Plus it makes it easier for me when I'm programming to find out where my header files are. So I use it anyway. It's an old terminology, but hey ho. So if we look in display now, we should have a window. And I'm going to call it window. Oh god, I'm original. Let's see, test. Don't worry, this won't work. 400 by 200, and I'll have true, please, for the perspective projection. I want one, please. Then all we have to do is go into an endless loop while window, sorry, it's not window dot closed, please. Well, see, it's not closed. Loopy loopies. I'll just do that forever. Right, there's tons of problems with that program. Yeah. There is something I wouldn't mind looking up though. There is something I would like to look up at this point. It fits in there. Well, let's see what I've got. It's a piece of OpenGL code which will be on my notes somewhere. Oh, where's my notes? There's my notes. That's no good to me. That is. just put my notes up. And I'm looking for a line of code with OpenGL. OpenGL is down here. The line of code will be GL getString. And all we need to do for GL getString, and it's going to be the GL version actually, is do a cout. So all we need to do is an IO stream, we've got it. So std cout, and it's going to be, let's title it to OpenGL colon, and then we'll give it GL getString. So GL get string, there it is, lovely. And we just want to know what GL version we're using. It's, there we go, version. OpenGL will tell us. Ain't that cute? I'm not on full screen, am I? Okay, let's go to full screen. And we'll just do a std colon and line. I'm glad I have notes. God, I hate to remember all of this. There we go. I know it won't work. We've got everything in place. We've got everything set up correctly. Or so we think. But let's just try to build that. Wow. Undefined references. What's happening here? Well, the answer is dependencies. We haven't got them. That's because I never added them. So in our test.pro, what we haven't done is we've got AmberSL, but we've never added our libs. So we want libs plus equals, and it's -L, and then it's glue. Glue comes first, I suppose. It doesn't matter actually. -L GLFW and -L, and that's OpenGL, by the way. GL. If you wanted to know what it was, it's an abbreviation. Our .profile understands what it means. That I do know. So let's pop those in our profile, and let's just try another terminal on that. Run build task. Oh, it works. Okay. Let's go to our debugger. Get rid of all of these. Because something interesting is going to happen. We're going to run it. There we go. There's our test window. OpenGL 4.5 core profile on, I'm using a Mesa driver 18.26. Nice, very nice of it. Thank you for that information. More information than I wanted. What's wrong with this window? Yep, can you see it yet? Yeah, what's wrong with our window? Except for it taking up the background. That means it's not updating. That means there's something missing. Something's not quite right with our program. Try and close it. Oh. Test not responding. Oh no! Terminate application. Okay. So, firstly, it's not updating and drawing. Secondly, we can't close it. Well, that was a good start. We got a window. I think that's the best we could have hoped for, to be honest with you. Let's go and have a look at Windows, shall we? So, in the header file, let's have a look. Header file is usually never a problem. It's not usually a problem in the header file, except I don't seem to be able to go upwards. Move inside namespace. Let's clean this up. Okay. Let's clean that up, shall we? So all our hash defines we've left dangling out in no man's land. So I'm going to cut those out of there and put them inside our display namespace. So they're not available to everybody. they're only available to our namespace, which is display. These aren't for anybody else. So let's just pop those over there. That's just a clean up that. Nothing more, nothing less. That's not an alteration at all. But I'm going to do it anyway. I feel that it's better to be cleaning things up at this stage whilst I'm going back through stuff. So window H, nah, there's nothing in that I can see. Returning all the right things, taking in the right things. We might not be actually. Private ball. Set projection width and height. It should work that. I'm going to check the set projection as we look at the next place as well. So CPP. Obvious mistakes. Let's go back up to the top if I can. And for some reason, this bar's not working. That's interesting. Close. Reopen. And my bar's working again, thank you. Microsoft programming. Nothing wrong there. Callbacks, fine, probably. Can't test them out yet. Error. Would help if when we construct the window, we set the projection. Don't you think? Yes, it would be good to have the aspect ratio known. So we'll do that. That's a simple, obvious error. We're not terminating, I'm hoping. I hope we are initting. We must be initting because we're getting a GL version back. Just realised. That's fine. And it is giving us the right size window. There's another error here. Yeah, I forgot something. Return GLF window should close M window. Well, no, we want a bool. We don't want that number, even though technically it could work. We want a true or a false. So the error is that we want to return that statement. Is GLFW window should close on M window equal to, and that is the logical equal to 1. And if it is, it returns true. If it isn't, it returns false. That should close our window a bit faster. Let's see, what didn't we like? Our swap buffers wasn't working because we're not drawing anything, we're not powering it. Yep, that's fine. It's because I left that while loop empty. That's all. We've not actually got a draw call. So of course it's not going to draw anything. So yeah. I think that should do that. I will have to bring up our tasks. And AmberSL. Save you. Go back to Window 3. There we go. Terminal, run build task. AmberSL building up again. And that's looking good, yeah. Oh, I do like this system when it works. AmberSL is up to date. Ding, done that. Done that. And now we just go back to test. Save that out. And close this lot down. So, now, this should act the way I think it will act. So, terminal, run build task. Thank you. Terminal, run build task. Make sure it's on the right thing. I didn't check. Yeah, so okay, that's up to date with whatever I've put in here. So debug, start debug. Okay, there's a bit more information here. OpenGL 4.5 core profile message. Yep, okay, that's alright. We've got no draw calls, so it should capture the background. That's correct, it does. And if I hit that, it's not coming out properly. Sometimes that means that glfw terminate isn't happening properly. And it might be because I haven't put it in here either. So that can... It's not actually closing the window when it closes. Okay. glfw. I'm going to put an extra one in just in case it needs it. You never know with these things. This is how you test. You make a modification and you try it out. That was a cleaner startup. And I got my black background. No, it's not responding. I'm not sure why on this as yet. It's just a non-response on the thingy. So that means my callbacks aren't working by the sounds of that. Oh well, never mind. Doesn't matter for a second, because that's not what I'm here to test. So I don't care about that. Not yet anyway. What I do care about is what can we do with a window? We can window dot. We can set the background color. And that's an RGBA, isn't it? And it's in float, so let's go R G B, and I want full. I don't want it see-through, but I'm going to test that in a second. See what happens. I think it should go see-through actually as a window. Let's try setting the background color of the window. There we go, debug start. Well, it's set the background window down here, but not the background window here. And it's because it's got no draw or update, it's not clearing. That's going to get annoying very quickly. So we need to put some drawing mechanics in this, otherwise we're not going to get anywhere. What drawing mechanics are the easiest? We could just ask it to clear the screen, really. So what we would, yeah. So this I wouldn't normally do. Window dot, and that would just be clear screen, is it? Yeah, clear screen. That will get us colour, but now I do want the update going through, otherwise it won't update properly. You see how complicated it becomes as soon as you put a couple of things in? Yeah, lots of things can now go wrong. Yeah. So let's just build that. Yeah, we're building okay, which is ironic. How are we doing here? Oh, we have colour! And it closed, but it didn't terminate. So it's not checking properly, shall we say. So it detected properly the close button, but it didn't close the window. which it should do. Oh god, of course it won't. It won't until it hits that, and we have that stopping it getting there. Gotcha. That's a gotcha. I don't normally use this. See, if I take it out, you wouldn't use it in a final program anyway. Obviously. When you ask it to exit, you just want it to exit. Click that. It disappears now. There we go. So that's what was stopping it closing, because it was stopping at those lines. So I'll just take those lines out, I think. Yeah, we'll just leave them like that. So that should now give us a horribly coloured window. I want to tone that right down. 0.2, 0.1. Let's try that now. Start toning it down, shall we? Let's go. Oh, that's a bit better, a darker gold. Now it's keeping hold of it on resize. Resize is working nicely. Oh, we even have the resizey thingy. And that's working nice. Not too much flashing there. This is where we can test refresh rates. I like to do it here before I go anywhere else. Now we currently have refresh rates set to our monitor. And no, I did this by accident and I didn't mean to do it. I wanted it not to be tied to the monitor, and of course me being the person I am does things properly by accident. So here we go, 0 is ASAP, 1 equals your refresh rate of your monitor. So I want to change that to a 0 a minute, just to see the differences that it can make. Just get rid of you a sec. And AmberSL. Okay, that's that done properly. Test. Main terminal build task. Test is done. That's good. Let's run it. Oof. This is running on the cutting edge of a window. Now, that was smooth enough to me. This should flicker like hell. It's only my computer that's lagging behind on the mouse response. No, that's not a lag, that's a dead zone. There's no... Weird. Weird. Oh, I'll leave it on 0 then. I'll have it at max rate, thank you. Oh, my fan went off. My graphics card fan went on. That was the only difference, because it was pumping out absolutely thousands and thousands and thousands of screens per second there. So there's a difference. If you set it to 0, your fan goes on your graphics card. If you set it to 1, it doesn't, because it's only doing 60 frames per second. Oh, bless. I don't know what to do now. Do I push my graphics card or not? I think it's a bad thing to do is to overrun or overclock your graphics card, so I'll probably put it back. But yeah, you can see it works. That's nice. Come keep toning this down now. Oh, 7.5 and 0.5. Okay, this is how I get my background colour usually on the first test. There we go, that's nice. I might want a bit more red on this one, I think. That's it. That's better. You can tell it's not black. As long as it's not black, whatever you choose, you can choose anything you want. As long as it's not black. Because if anything goes wrong, and all you do is you make a black shape, you'll never be able to see it. Yeah, OpenGL defaults to black for errors. So, I used to use a blue screen. A lot easier on the eyes, but I'm finding that this gold, very, 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 very dark midnight gold type one works a bit better for me now. My eyes are probably getting a bit old, that's all. There we go, I've got my system up and running, yay! So there's our intro to testing. That's how it works, you fiddle around and test things. So I'm happy with that. I am going to put my refresh rate back though. Ah, bless. So that'll be my final cut on that, I think. Yeah. So it's up to you what you want in there. You can put whatever you want in. I'm having a 1. Just to keep my refresh rates down. Don't like that fan going whizzing off whilst I'm recording. It can put me off that. So that's saved out. And we're done. Thanks for popping in on me impromptu intro to testing and finding out what happened on the fly without too much preparation, except for those 2 errors. I knew they were there. And the cleanup I did want to do anyway. And there we go. You people, take care. Have fun.